shoes, world on my shoulders, a heart full of blues out in the dirt, down in the dirt.
Today's live stream is brought to us by some great friends of ours, Traveling Merton and Sue, and they got a couple new puppies that you might want to go over there and check out. We love these guys, and you will too. Go check them out.
Hey everybody, Roy. Whoa, talk about close and personal. Woo. Sorry, you probably count all my freckles on my face right now. Roy will be back. He had to go get mail. They changed their summer hours, are now 7 to 11 out courtside from our mail service place. So anyhow, he will be back. And I just thought, I hope he turned the laptop on before he left, because he may or may not be able to get the laptop to boot up again. But happy Friday, everybody. Let's see. I don't even know what the weather is right now today here in good old Knox. See if I can get the weather to pop up again. Probably not. It says it's 72 degrees out. It's a gloomy look outside. We have Miss M, first one in here, first member in here. 7 months when we really thank all of our members. Moon over Miami, good morning. We got Mountain Eddie, Limb Free Zip Codas. Hey guys. We got Desert Venture in Arizona. Howdy, howdy. Let's see. And I think and Miss Leah. Good morning. It says there's more, but my chat is not moving again. The heck. But yeah, so he'll be back. Trying to think. We've had a crazy week. Roy could fill you in on more of what's happening because I'm not there right now. Hey, CRView, another member popping in as well. Hey, Linda Barker. But Mr. Moose was feeling fine Friday. I think it was Saturday. Tim could tell more too. Hey, Mouse Boots 46. Hey, Marsha. But anyhow, Moose started going downhill, I think Friday night.
I think so.
I think it was Friday night. He'd been fine, full of himself, you know, Mr. Moosey. And Roy calls, and he's all upset. Moose was a pretty sick pup over the weekend. And hey, Catherine Cook and Homer, another member up in here. But he ended up taking Moose to the vet yesterday. Moosey couldn't pee, okay? He's done this before. We learned with him, he got used to filtered water out in Arizona. When we first did our first trip back to Indiana, he had that issue. Started filtering the water, gave him the cranberry pills, and he started peeing, no problem. Well, then he started getting sick. He didn't want to eat. You know, didn't want to do anything. Couldn't hardly walk around. But yet you could pick him up and touch him. He didn't yelp. Monday morning gets up. He was dribbling. He wasn't peeing. It's like, and Roy, okay, this is what I don't get. Yuma has a emergency animal hospital, okay? So he calls them to see what the initial cost is just to walk through the door. It's $160 just to walk through the door. But here's the kicker. We can't get you in. We're booked full. So they book you now to go into an animal emergency hospital. I don't know. The one here in Indiana by us doesn't do that. It's a walk-in basis. So poor Moosey, you know, the cranberries helping a little bit. Yeah, $160 through the ER. That's just to be looked at. That's no x-rays, no blood work, no nothing. So Monday comes around, he's dribbling, he every now and then we get a little, pee-pee stream. So Monday comes, Roy gets him into the vet that took care of Jasper for us, that helped us, but they can't get him in until Thursday. And Roy, he's really worried. Yeah, I know, you can't schedule emergency. Yeah, that didn't make sense there to him either, so he gets him into the circle. Oh my god, I can't think of the vet's name off the top of my head. Well, leading up to the vet, we went with wet food with them in case it was a UTI or stones. He's still doing his cranberry things. He was starting to pee a little better, so he started eating, but he wasn't happy. Yeah. But usually, it's still a walk-in basis, not by appointment. You don't know when you're going to have an emergency with your animal. And the vet was upset because they should have got Moose in a lot sooner. So I don't know who took the call, but I got a funny feeling somebody at the front desk is in trouble. They get Moosey in, and for all you don't know, Moose has never had wet dog food. He doesn't like his dry kibble with gravy on it or anything. Doesn't like it. Roy had to spoon feed this baby to get him to eat the first night of this wet food. But so he gets him in yesterday for what Roy, Moose has been having fits with us trying to ride. He used to be a good car rider. Roy threw his blanket in, which I have done. That dog's rode all the way into Blythe with no problem and back home. Hey, Ivan K. But the funny thing is, we can't carry Moose around. Tim knows that. He's heard the commotion go on when we try to pick him up and carry him. He let those vet techs pick him up and carry him to the x-ray. Let the vet pick him up, carry him around. So yeah, it's all good. Hey, Bang Girl Cheryl. So, long story short, poor Moosey was prodded, hose poked. They poked him twice up the pee-pee with the tube, and the x-ray show he's got kidney stones. Okay, so now we're struggling here because those surgeries aren't cheap for any animal. But the doctor sent Roy home. He's on 2 different meds to try to help dissolve them. And that Hill's Diet prescription dog food to help. The vet's hoping the meds and the dog food will help dissolve the stones so there won't be a surgery. Hey, Sea Devil Adventures. Okay. Oh, hold on here. Let me write that down. So yeah, poor Moosey, poor Roy. As you know, Lulu's been having days too. So yes. Needless to say, Moosey's diet has been, Moosey's diet has been changed big time because even if we do get the stones dissolved, he will have to be on certain foods to help keep the stones at bay. So, but Roy's had his hands full. And, as everybody knows, Lulu will be 13. Lulu is showing the signs of what labs get with their hips. And she doesn't go up the steps and that like she used to, so Roy's been using the towel to help get her in and out. She does have good days where she can do it, but yeah, so he's been dealing with Lulu and now poor Moosey. And Moose is a daddy's boy. He's a mama's boy. So, but yep, the vet did that. So Mooses are now on 2 meds. I don't remember the name of them. That Hill's Diet, prescription dog food, C and D. And I'm not so sure how he's gonna like this dog food because I heard Roy and him fighting over it again. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. Can't get my phone to let me look. So, but Roy should be, I think Friday night and Saturday night, between both dogs, he got hardly any sleep. Thank you, Nettie. So, yeah. And, Moosey's not no young chick, anymore. He'll be 9 coming up in this August. He'll be 9 years old. The vet said it's common. He has an enlarged prostate, and he told Roy that's common for a dog his age. So, other than that, he's been a healthy turd, as I call him. He can be a little turd. So yeah, it's been a crazy week. So Roy's trying to keep me updated. Like I said, I kept cranberry capsule pills on hand because even people can use them if they're getting a UTI. If you don't like eating real, the original cranberries, fresh cranberries is better for you. I wouldn't recommend the juice because there's too much additives in it. So I went with the cranberry capsules. Alright, yeah. Because poor Moosey, he's such an ornery little thing. And when he don't want to play ball and he don't want to, he was miserable. That's the only way to put it. So, but Roy got him in. Hopefully we got him on the path to getting rid of him. So, but yep, it's been a crazy week. I'm trying to think what else has went on. I went to my neuro back surgeon, and they're gonna put me. His nurse practitioner seen me first, so it can help get me going. I won't actually see the surgeon until July. That's how far behind these doctors are. And she watched when I came in. She says I have what they call a foot drop, which means your foot, instead of staying like this, just drops. So that explains why I trip a lot and fall. Well, she's ordering a brace. We're waiting to see now if my insurance will cover this foot brace. It will keep my foot in the way it's supposed to be. I'm trying to think what else she did. She did some x-rays of me bending to see. There's one little area above my surgery that isn't looking right. So I haven't heard anything back on the x-rays. So we'll see from there. But yeah, and a rheumatologist, oh my God. They're 2 to 3 months out. I got to call Monday to make sure my referral got sent to them. And then they got to review everything before they accept me. So yeah, it's been a joy. I've been playing phone tag most of the week.
Yep.
So yeah, thank you, Steve. Yeah. Yeah, yep. Poor Moosey was violated, people. That's the only way I'm gonna put it. Roy had to drag him into the vet too, because he knows vets. And he never used to be the way until our vet here in Indiana. Something happened in there. I don't know what, but you can't cut his toenails without a fight. You can't pick him up. He freaks out like you're going to hurt him. Something happened at that vet, and I will not be. If we ever bring the dogs back, they will not be going back to that vet. Because he never used to bite at you when you trimmed his toenails. Now he snaps. He also doesn't want you picking him up. We used to carry him all through your house like a baby. Oh, Roy said them little tech, the vet tech girls, they were just all over Moose, and he was just eating up all that attention. But he was letting him know how bad what they did to him. He was, so yeah. But that doctor there, we love him. He's a good doctor. Yeah. So I mean, the joy of getting the dogs are getting older on us. Lulu, Roy thinks he might have figured what else is going on too. Lulu's eyes are getting hazed, which means she's probably getting cataracts. Lulu doesn't do well with being put under. We almost lost her when they fixed her. So, we're just going to let her live her life.
Boo.
Boo. So, how's Mr. Moosey doing today?
I'm not moving the camera because it took me 3 times to get up here.
Okay.
But he's laying right here next to me.
How's he
Running
like
around, tail wagging, wanting to play with his ball now. Running
Yeah.
around outside.
Nettie and Steve sent you a link for something
Or?
through Amazon. I'm going to look at it
Oh.
to help Moose keep the stones away. Because he is not digging this wet food at all.
The vet said more likely with him it's hereditary.
Yeah, and we don't know nothing about his history, parent-wise.
Because, he's had peeing issues before, but minor peeing issues. This one was bad.
This was the third time. Well, third time's usually the charm, they say.
Enlarged prostate. They got him on 2 medications. Novax. He takes this twice a day. Once in the morning, once at night. That's an itty bitty pill. Then he takes a big horse pill. Rilexine. Morning at night. 2 times a day. Yeah, okay.
That's a pain pill, the
I gotta
Novax.
hide him in peanut butter, scrape it on the roof of his mouth, and hold his mouth shut until he swallows them. Because that dog locks his jaw down when he sees pills.
He ain't no dummy.
Lulu don't care. She takes them now.
Lulu just woofs it down.
Yeah. But they got him on this Hill's prescription diet, urinary care CD. The can is actually upside down. But they got him on this stuff. This stuff here is $60 a case. It's only like $4 cheaper on Chewy.
Yeah.
The kibble, it was like $54 for 8.5 pounds.
Oh gosh.
Him being a little dog like that, 8.5
He's
pounds.
not a big eater. That can
That
last.
might do him a month. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's going to have to stay on that diet the rest of his life, the vet said.
Yeah, to help prevent the kidney stones.
Now when it happened and we put him on wet food, I was at Walmart, and I picked him up a case of Pedigree ground chicken and duck and ground beef and bison. Lulu, I don't know what you want. I know what she wants, but I had him put him on that because until they got us in, I had to use Dr. Google. And Dr. Google said cranberry pills and wet food if it's a UTI. So I started giving him the cranberry pills we had. That seemed to help a little bit. And then the wet food is so that he can still get moisture or water at least.
Yeah.
And got him 2 cans of that. Well, Tim ran up and got him a can of Purina the first night. And so I got a case of Pedigree. I think I used 2 cans out of it. Well, got him to the vet. Vet said, don't give him that anymore. He's got to have this. This stuff here is designed to. Do I got it upside down?
No.
This stuff here is designed to dissolve kidney stones. If it does not work with this medication and that food, then he'll have to have surgery. He shoved the first catheter up him, and he wasn't sure then he had stones, but he had a lot more urine in him than the vet expected. Syringe wasn't big enough, so he went and got a bigger catheter and a bigger syringe, and he drained Moose out really well. And said that's when he felt the stones, and he thinks he pushed them back up into his bladder. So they took him back for the x-ray, traitor. And you already told him about him loving all over the and the vet did not carry him. It was
I
the
thought
vet.
he did.
No.
Hey, Ringo and Czar. I thought the vet picked him up and walked.
So they get him back to the x-ray. X-rays are $150 now.
Yeah.
Comes back in after the x-ray and says he's got stones. They're too big to pass, but they're not really big. Let's try this medication and this food. He said, normally this works. And he says, I think this will work with him too. So fingers crossed that this works, and he ain't going to end up having surgery. And we're going to keep him on the diet he needs for sure, because I don't want him to go through that again. But man, the poor dog's tail was straight out and then bent halfway down, and he did the look on his face, and nobody could look at him. And I don't know. I was afraid he was going to get all infected. I guess, could he go septic that way or something?
Yeah, because you're not passing that tox.
I was so worried about that.
Yeah.
But he's doing much better now, jumping up and down, and growing fonder of the food. I will say that. He's not a big fan of wet food at all. Yeah, got to take care of the fur babies. Now with this pedigree stuff, see, Lulu, back with Daisy, when we had to give her canned food, Lulu got a little bit of it. And Lulu knows what's in these cans. All it takes is a little crack of the can. Her radar's up.
Oh,
Next
yeah.
thing, her nose is in the air. She can smell this food, because I gotta admit, man, canned dog food smells pretty good.
Yeah.
And she's driving me nuts for this food. So I've been taking the pedigree that I bought and mixing it with her kibble.
Yeah.
But that's what she's whining now for, because she knows there's more in here and she wants more of that. Cheese over top of something. He can probably have cheese now. Well, I don't know. The vet did say stick with this strictly, so probably not. But I did notice on Dr. Google, if they have a UTI, some of the foods to avoid is foods high in starches, fats, dairy products. That blew my mind, dairy products.
Yeah, starch.
And raw carrots.
Yeah,
Raw carrots. What have we been feeding these guys?
raw carrots.
Yeah.
But they
So
were
no more of
probably
that.
getting a little, probably too much raw carrots, though.
Well,
Every time
that's only for a UTI infection,
Yeah,
not kidney stones.
yeah.
Carrots didn't cause kidney stones. That's only if they have a UTI infection.
Yeah, well.
Other than that,
they
they're fine any other time. Lulu, enough. You got to watch your girly figure.
Yeah. I haven't seen anything in our mail yet, Miss M.
No, not yet. I just left the mail service there.
Linda
It may
Barker.
arrive at the there, and then they'll put it in the system, and then it may arrive there today. They'll put it in the system either today or tomorrow, and then we'll get it.
All right, hold on. Let's see if I can get this to do something here.
Got to
Well, it's not a super chat, but Linda Barker said it's 20 through PayPal. Thank you, Linda.
We're gonna move that over to I don't know, probably the Cash App, because I am gonna set, not for donations or nothing, but I am setting him up a just in case surgery fund. Not that that's the only way I know how to word it, but it's not for donations or nothing. Start putting money back just in case. Right. Yeah. Well, he's over here with his tail. See, there's his little head right there. Come up here and say hi, Moosey. Come here. Come here. Say hi, guys. Say, look over there. Look there. Okay, don't look there.
Here.
Very, very back to old Moose now, huh? Except it blew my mind that technician reached out, gonna pick him up. I said, "Oh no, don't pick him up." I said he don't like
may or
that.
may not snap.
And
Yeah.
I said I'm the only one that can pick him up, but I can't move with him. And she said, "Oh, he's one of those." And then he tried to get up on her again, and she just reached down and picked him up, and his tail was a wagging and him kissing the side of her face. And I looked at him and I said, "Oh, you little traitor." And then she took off down the hallway with him, and his tail wagging, and the other girl down the hallway said, "Oh, he's so cute," and he eating it up. I was like, "You traitor."
Yeah, we can't carry him.
No, you cannot
Right.
move a foot with this dog if you're carrying him. But
And
they
I can
can.
very seldom pick him up, and none of us
Hey,
has
go over
dropped him.
Go, go.
Moose has a new girlfriend. Yeah.
He was the same way actually at the old vet in Indiana. Them technicians. No, them technicians loved him when we first got
but
him there.
they couldn't carry him.
No, they couldn't carry him, but I mean, they loved him. I mean, he's cute and everything, you know. So they
That's what I
spoiled him.
mean. When we first started going to the vet back in Indiana, he loved it going there. The last couple trips, and that very last one, he would not. Something happened. I think they cut his toenails too far back, and I hate to say it, but I think somebody there dropped him.
He's over there playing soccer with it. Here he comes. Look, come here.
Oh, Tim.
Get it.
But yeah.
Get it. He's
But
throwing
yeah,
his
he
ball out.
never had wet food before until this week. You know, we had to feed our beagle the wet food, but that was to get, we were trying to clean, she had a pancreatitis attack. And that's why we had to do the bland wet food with her that we made. But Moose has never had it. Lulu, when we lost Daisy, we had a case of wet food. Because the vet told us she could have that, but no more dry kibble. And when Daisy passed away, we had a complete, I think, almost 2 cases of this wet dog food. So Lulu and Shiloh got the wet food, and Lulu knows what a can of dog food is because, you know, Daisy.
Carrots have high. Man, my eyes are bad.
Yeah.
I got the blind card because kidney lost on the humans. Huh.
I don't eat a whole lot of carrots. I'm not a
He's
not a pie person. Yeah.
unhappy saggy sack.
So
This weekend. Yeah, this weekend has been something else. I've had. Wait, hold on. Let's get over to the rate. Hey, and it's just 30 minutes. Thank you to all our members. Hey, I've been playing with DaVinci. Kind of like DaVinci.
All right.
It's laid out like Filmora because Filmora is still acting weird. If anything, I hope they give me our money back.
Demand a refund. You can't use it.
They're not even answering me. That's what they used to. But I've been playing with DaVinci. DaVinci's laid out basically the same. The only thing I can't find in DaVinci is the render button. It's the only thing I can't find. But I like it. It's got intros and outros on there, but that's the part you got to pay for, just like Filmora.
Yeah.
And actually, it's a little cheaper than Filmora.
More.
But like I said, I kind of like it. Trying to get. I don't know. We have no video on the rate parade today. I don't know what direction to go right now. All that intro and outro stuff on our channel is from Filmora. If I go using that, they may try to hit me with a copyright strike, even though we're paid for a month and a half.
Tim told you where the render button is.
Where I have it at Vinci, it's at the bottom, looks like a rocket. There's a whole.
Hey, day one.
I looked all over and I didn't see it. Huh? That's
Yeah.
looking me. But I like I said, I like it. Really easy to use. It's just like Filmora. Everything's laid out the same. But like I said, I don't know what direction to go yet because I like our intros and outros.
Yeah.
So I don't know yet. So we have no video on the Raid Parade today. I got videos lined up, but I have no intros and outros right now.
Yeah, nothing's working. Did you update
I
it?
redo the membership one now. Everything. They haven't hit us with a copyright on the live streams yet. So, and because all these little clips that we're playing, they come from Filmora. So I'm really confused on what's going on with them. But like I said, DaVinci, the free side, it says there's a watermark, but I haven't seen it yet. A tiny watermark, I guess. But then the paid version, you don't get a watermark. But
Hey, Lee.
we'll see. Like I said, I gotta get something figured out because we gotta get some videos out there. But Raid Parade, we got. Let me look here. No,
Yeah, Tim and Sea Devil said they never had a trademark.
the big tab.
on watermark.
It's got the paid version and the free version side by side with the little check marks. What you get on the free and what you don't
Hey,
get.
Diane.
It says watermark on that. Oh, there's the lineup right there. That's what I was looking for.
Oh, two, for those that didn't know, Ron Darrell has passed away.
Yeah, this live stream's dedicated to Ron. I was
Yeah,
going to do that at the
Ron.
end. But,
Yeah, he passed away, so prayers for his family and loved ones around him and friends. I forgot.
yeah, going to miss them late night live streams with our
Yeah.
buddy. Glad it was an honor. We got to meet him. I got to meet him.
I didn't get to meet him, but he made sure Roy didn't eat the jerky he made for me.
That was a bucket list item, was to try Ron's jerky. And
Yeah.
we did. But yeah. Going to miss that, man. Like I said, it was an honor to meet him. It was. Just down to earth guy. Yeah. But God, you threw me off. I don't know what to say now.
Well, I forgot to bring that up. Like I said, it has been a crazy week. Started, the weekend.
That's what I was doing. If you remember, thank you very much. We'll get things fixed. We appreciate each and every one of you. Desert Adventures in Arizona, Mel Nettie's in here, Catherine and Homer Cook's in here, Ms. M was in here, Sierra View. This is why I don't like naming people because I always forget some, and I don't want to forget any.
Would you give that dog something?
Yes, she wants this.
Oh, put it up.
What?
Lilibelle.
Chop dudes. Look, there's mom. There's mom right there. Hello. Kitty. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I know it. You couldn't. I mean, him and Sam Elliott and Blue Van Dan.
Oh wow. Kevin had open heart surgery 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I knew he was having some sort of surgery, but I didn't know it was open heart.
Yeah. The only reason, like Ron, I have Lori on my Facebook, and she shared the post to let everybody know that Ron had passed. So, and I sent it to Roy,
But yeah, I mean, the weekend's been pretty interesting.
Do what you gotta do, Megan. She went well. It'll be nights and weekends, so hopefully no changes. Yeah, go Miss Ron.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, I'm sorry, Diane, but there's a lot of people that may not have heard, that's not on Facebook. So yeah, he was just one of the good old boys. That's how I like to remember Ron. He,
That's a fact.
he reminded me a lot of my dad. Ron did. And the funny thing is, that was my dad's name, Ron or Ronnie.
Yeah, yeah, actually.
Yeah, yeah. My dad's name is Ron, and he reminded me of my dad. So his actions, the way he smoked his cigarettes, all that reminded me of my dad. So yep. But yeah, he'll be missed. I don't think he realized how many lives he touched.
He
You
never had a
know.
big viewing on his YouTube all at once, but man, he had a lot of friends and a lot of followers.
Yeah.
He he had a quite
Big
bigger following
face.
than he thought he did.
Yeah. But as I mean, I don't think he realized the
Yeah.
lives he touched. You know. So I don't think
Yeah.
he didn't think it was nothing, but it was a lot to a lot of people. That late night chat, people could come in, joke around, have a good time, and not leave your home. Oh, there you go, Roy.
Hmm.
Yeah. And
I
after
was
the live
wondering because it did show the check mark with a watermark, and I was like, "Hmm."
after the live's over, Roy, I gotta go get my shots done. I'm getting a tetanus shot and the final shot for shingles.
Oh,
I had to put it
very
on
much
because
luck.
yeah, I wasn't feeling very good. Hi, IMG.
Hey, IMG, howdy, howdy. Anyway, I got a product warning I need to let you guys know about.
Okay.
Many of you know I built a honey wagon, hauled it around with the e-bike. Honey wagon.
Yeah, the honey wagon.
Um, well, the honey wagon is now out of commission. If you buy this cart from Harbor Freight, very first thing you do is mess with the wheels. You want to buy nylon locking lug nuts for it because the ones they send you will come off. I already knew that from the videos I watched, so I bought locking lug nuts for it, put them on there during assembly. All good and go. That cart says it will haul 1,000 pounds. You mind? You're rude. 1,000 pounds. Now, let's do the math real quick.
Yeah, I'm still in Indiana, IMG, and then Roy's still in Quartzsite.
It's a 32-gallon Blue Boy. The weight of water is 8 pounds. 8 times 32 is 256 pounds. Okay, for craps and giggles, let's add 100 pounds of poo. That puts us up to 356 pounds. Now, there was by no means 100 pounds of turds in that Blue Boy.
He doesn't fill it all the way up. He does a half.
Yeah, and it was only between a half and 3/4 this time. All the other times it was a half. The other 3 times that I've used it, 2 or 3 times, I can't remember. So I'm taking it down there. I'm cruising along. I hit a little rock about this big, and it caught on the right side of the cart. So it caused the cart to do this a little bit. That was just enough to break both of the rims off of the
Wow.
side of the trailer. The trailer is fine. It just needs 2 new wheels. Actually, it needs 4 stronger wheels. But it broke. The hub stayed on the axle, but there was a weld around the rim, the inside of the hub, and it broke completely off. So if you do buy one of them from Harbor Freight, upgrade the wheels
Tires. Yep.
and your nuts, the locking nuts. 'Cause
Yeah.
it would haul 1,000 pounds, but them wheels are, it broke around the weld. Nice clean break all the way around it. Yeah, hold on. Stay.
Yeah. See, we needed to do. We had to replace the wheels on the Blue Boy because they were.
See,
I don't know what I'm looking at.
broke this all right here. The hub stayed on the axle. Broke the wheel completely off. The wheel itself is fine because the wheel bolts onto another hub. But right in there, it was like they just missed a hub with a good weld.
Yeah, he's gonna have to do some looking around. Hey, Corner Clubhouse Cobalt.
Howdy. Yeah, TSC's got some replacement wheels I'm going to go look at. It's heavier.
I thought I heard
Where that hub is all molded into one anyway.
Yeah.
But if you do get that cart, just be careful. Keep that in mind. Don't go loading it heavily.
Hauling poop is heavy work.
And everywhere. Wasn't made to be towed.
At least the poop tank didn't bust open, you know.
It wasn't elevated. And when I tow it, I only go 7 to 10 mile an hour.
Yeah, he's doing the electric bike.
Yeah. So now, had it been behind a car and I was going, yeah, I could see that a lot more. But no, it just enough tilted it just enough to break the wheels completely off the hubs. That was.
That was from Harbor Freight, Ivan.
Yeah. You'll see it underneath. It's underneath the Blue Boy.
Yeah,
it's one of those wagon types that has the flip down sides and flips up. Yeah. But that one don't have the sides. It was they're $89.99 at Harbor Freight. It's a good little wagon. Just deflawing the got a flaw in the
camera off.
Well, maybe he can practice on the broken wheels. Connecting to the e-bike is elevating it. I don't see how. Because the handle is the same. It's the same height as where. Actually, it's kind of lower from your hand, I think. That's what I think.
Yeah. They've probably got pop metal in it. That's probably why. That stuff's cheap and
probably. But yeah.
Harbor Freight.
And a couple planks and some fat tires work better. That was working great for the price of it. But I haven't seen any videos on broken wheels on it. Just the lug nuts. Just the lug nuts coming off.
Yeah.
So like I said, I got locking lugs and put on there. But if you look at it looks like they just missed where they needed to be with the welder.
With tacking it in right?
It could possibly. Yeah. I'm gonna go look for other wheels and see. But it's getting to a point now where the Blue Boy, that was probably, that might get used one more time for the summer.
Yeah.
Need an American-made cart. Yeah. The only problem is they want like a couple $100 for those American-made carts, and I don't know why. It's ridiculous. Lulu,
come here.
Here. Let me get you some water.
Right here. There we go. Hi, what are you doing? Oh, getting lovins from the little girl here. Huh.
Oh, there you go. There's some water.
But yeah, so you gotta figure that out. And then he discovered what happened to the Stinky Slinky. We've had a good week.
Tim, he can haul it in the back of his truck. We lift it up. We only keep it half full then. Yeah. I'm actually thinking about experimenting with the 2 back wheels and seeing about that on the bike.
Yep.
But I'm going to go look for wheels. Another guy did replace the wheels on it, but he didn't say anything about them breaking. He just
didn't.
put bigger tires or something. But he had to cut some of the wheel off of it because the hubs were too long for the axles.
Yeah.
Okay, here. All right, you done? All right, we'll put that right
Hey,
there.
Destination Delight. How's it going, Crystal?
Howdy, howdy.
So,
What we got here? Oh, oop, I gotta bring that back up. We got for
yeah.
13 minutes. 13 minutes.
Oh, she gets wound up, let me tell you.
Still morning here. Okay, there we go.
Go get her.
Whoa, she disappeared. There you are.
I had to put her down.
Oh, and did
She's after the cat now.
test run for the e-bike 2 nights ago. I'm gonna take it to town. What did I get in town? Forget.
Yogurt from Moosey.
Yogurt, which I still ain't fed him. Oh yeah, I went up. I said, I'm gonna take the e-bike. So I took the e-bike to town. Got the yogurt. Got me a box of Pop-Tarts and a loaf of bread and a jar of peanut butter. And started coming back. I got about in between a quarter and a half mile from the entrance of the LTVA here, and I hit a rock and caused my back tire to go flat. So I had to walk the e-bike all the way back to the camp. But what's nice about those e-bikes, they got a walk mode on them. You hit the walk mode, all you got to do is just hold the handlebar and the thing will move right next to you when you're walking.
Yeah. Do they make a Legabaloo with big wheels?
They do, but they're plastic. The wheels are
They're all
plastic.
plastic.
There's a lot of modifications people do to them. Slip it over the shoulder and say, yeah. Sling it over the shoulder.
Yeah, but the Stinky Slinky gave you a problem too.
Oh, and our Stinky Slinky broke. It's been a heck of a breaking weekend.
It's been a whole week.
Moose was broke. The poop cart broke. The e-bike broke. Stinky Slinky broke. Hope we're done with breaking stuff.
Yeah. Surprised he won't shave.
The next live stream, I'm going to be bald.
No, he ain't. I don't believe it.
Yeah, because it's getting to where I'm having a bad wind day. Because it's kind of windy here, and I came in, and I was like, oh, man, it looked like I came off a motorcycle.
That and Lulu keeps pulling on it, too. You think he would get tired of her trying to pluck him. But
she ain't plucked it. She ain't pulled on it.
Wow. Especially the mustache. She hates his mustache.
Just change the call message. Hi, everyone. Well,
Becky might be in Indiana a little longer because I got to get some stuff done that needs to be addressed.
Well, the longest you were there the last time was 6 months.
Yeah. I might be here for 6 months.
One quit.
And I got to call my pulmonary doctor because if I'm going to be here for a while, I might as well start those allergy shots. She's going to show me how to do them myself. So,
That'd be boy.
if I'm going to be here, I might as well give it a whirl.
What?
Them allergy shots.
Oh.
The pulmonary doctor is going to show me how to do them myself.
That's cool. Yeah. You guys mentioned that before.
Yep. So if I'm going to be here, I might as well get it all done. And yeah.
Let's see what we got for. She racing this weekend. What do we got for racing this weekend? There ain't no truck race this weekend, I believe. Or wait, no. Tomorrow's an ARCA race, Infinity race, and then Sunday's the Cup race. They're at Talladega. So you know what I'm gonna be doing? Nothing. You're breaking stuff.
Yeah.
You'd be bored. In trouble. True.
Something's going to keep him in line and busy or getting.
Hey, RBS, it's in April.
Hey, guys.
We got another 3 weeks. Wait, I got that figured out? Yeah.
How long will I need to do the shots? I think minimum was mentioned was 8 weeks, Megan. And it's not like a shot. You just barely put it under the skin, I guess, the needle. She's going to show me how to do all that, but I got to call and, because she'll probably have to have new lab work to order the meds to get it started. So if I'm going to be here for a bit, I might as well just start it. Aw, I can see how he's laying his head up against you. All I can see is a white fuzzy tail. There's Moody Moot. Yeah, it just barely goes under your skin.
What?
Yeah, smaller poop tank. Aw, giving hugs.
Get a smaller poop tank.
Usually we only fill what one.
Halfway.
The black tank doesn't fill it all the way up. It's
No,
only,
our black tank, it works out great. Our black tank is only 15 gallons. Blue Boy's 32. We dump the black in it, rinse it out with a little bit of gray, haul it down there.
yeah. Yep, I might as well try it. You know, it's not a guarantee it's going to help with my allergies, but what's the worst that can happen? It doesn't work. Nothing's really working anyways, allergy wise. I go outside to these appointments. I had 2 in a row. By the third day, I'm so congested it ain't funny. So if I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna give it a whirl. I got my new wrist braces. I love them a lot more with my hands. So, and then like I said, we're waiting to see if they're going to approve my foot brace to keep my foot where it's supposed to be. So maybe I won't trip all the time. But she saw me come in and watched me walk, and she said my foot drops. They call it a foot drop. Well, these are not your standard like where you go in and you get it once a year or once every 6 or 3 months. This
Like
will
I got to
be
do in Indiana.
Yeah. This will be an 8-week shot once a week. Each time you up the dose of whatever is in the allergen mix that is specifically done for the person. Like we already know that it's not ragweed that gets me, it's the what is those trees? The the ones with the cottonwood. Cottonwood will flare me up. Yeah. But this will be set up and designed for me. So once a week, yep. But it's not like it just barely goes under your skin. And now I know when the allergist did that test why they do it on your back so you can't itch. Because good lord, it itched so bad I was about ready to start bawling. Hey, Lucretia. So
Hey,
yeah,
Lucretia, say hi to Richard.
yep. Say hi, Richard.
Lucretia, if I remember right, I think you have my number. Margie, you do too. Anybody? Yeah, I need to make that announcement. Anybody that had my number, I need y'all to text me, tell me who you are, because when I went to transfer all my contacts over to the new phone, they're out there in La La Land somewhere. They never made it to the new phone, and I lost them on my old phone, which is kind of weird.
Weird.
And speaking of phone, what I do with it?
Yeah. Well, like yesterday, I noticed the trees here, the blooming ones with the flowers. I can't think of the name of them. They're little white fuzzy things are floating in the air.
Yep.
But that cottonwood tree, oh dear God, destroys me. 27, Ryan. Becky, awesome.
That I cannot wait for.
Yep.
I want to meet her. She's like,
Yeah.
anything like you are in your videos, you're down to earth.
Redbud, yes. They are like little white floaties, almost like the cottonwood tree. So,
But yes, please, if you've had my number and we've talked in the past or whenever, I need you to reach out to me again because
I'm not reaching
I
out.
lost
No.
all my contacts. But this is a pretty good phone so far. It got a cheap camera on it.
Yeah,
200.
they don't. My brother don't have. He's got. I think it's a redbud. He don't have no fruit trees out in the back. but it's blooming, and yeah, little white things are flying.
There's them
off.
other trees that look exactly like the redbuds too, but I
Yeah.
forget what they're called.
Cherry blossoms.
No, that's a cherry tree. But I'm liking my phone. I like the little cover on the camera. See?
Yeah, but he forgets to open it. Dogwood.
Every time I turn the camera on and forget to open it.
Dogwood trees, Roy.
Dogwoods, yeah, that's it. Dogwood.
That's what's in our yard. And,
Yeah, dogwoods and redbuds look alike, or they might be the same ones. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, so when they did that whole big line of tests, yeah. Well, we knew cotton would tear me up because we did a reenactment and all the little cottonwood things were floating. And by the end of that weekend, I was so congested it wasn't funny. Yeah, flowering. Yeah, this is in the back. He's got a probably a dogwood, but it's flowering and everything. All the little white fuzzy seed things are floating around, and then it's like, oh joy. So, but yeah.
Look, come on. Over here. We'll finish. Come on.
It's stretching.
There went the keyboard. Ow! That hit my shin, Goofy. Oh, we got 2 minutes, right?
To the raid parade, yeah.
2 minutes to the raid
Yeah,
parade.
I gotta go to town.
I got them now. Look at that fine looking channel there, Sea Lake Journeys.
Yep.
They are. If you ain't subscribed to Sea Lake Journeys, you really need to check them out. They are a trip. That's another couple I'd love to meet right there.
Yeah. We'd like to meet everybody at least once, but that.
Yeah,
we
that
had
is
to go
true.
from West Coast all the way to the East Coast and then up through Canada.
Yeah.
Because that'd be the only way we could meet everybody. We were blessed. We got to meet Justin and Christina with, Michael and
Yeah.
Angel. We got to meet Ivan. We got to meet
Good luck
Tracy.
naming that list of everybody we meet. I'll just
Yeah.
sit back and wait.
Yeah, Tracy and her husband. I can't remember, RB.
That is a character.
Tumbleweed.
I bet.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Grace has been in a lot of pain, guys. I'm hoping they figure out something for her, too. I hear that little tippy tappy. What? I'm not eating.
Says that it will begin in 60 seconds, so we
All
better
right,
head away.
everybody, have a good weekend and stay safe.
Thanks for being here. We'll see you next week, and I'll be bald.
Yeah, right. You
Yeah.
want to make a bet? I bet he won't do it.
No, I'm not betting.
Because he won't do it.
No, because I got to make sure the razor's going to work.
Yeah.
I may have to go get a new one.
Yeah. All right, everybody, have a great week.
All right, we'll see you over at the Raid Parade, folks. Everybody have a great day. I've lost the outro. Here it is. And she's gone. All right. See you folks over at the Raid Parade. Later.
Real bad boy. I've got a ton of gravel in my shoe, world on my shoulder, a heart full of blues out in the dirt, down in the dirt. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night, starting to calm down in the morning light. I've been down